Okay, so today I want to go over a little bit about stones and how to properly use them to help with your chakras. So even though you can come in and balance your chakras here with me, there's also great things that you can work with at home to help keep them in balance in between sessions. So stones are a great way to do that because they help move your chakras and keep them flowing the way that they should be. They should be moving in a circle at all times. And those vibratory rates of these certain stones work great to help balance that. So what you're going to want to do is very simple, very basic for beginners. Just go out, and if you want to work on a specific chakra, let's say you want to work on the solar plexus. If you remember correctly from the last video, the solar plexus is yellow. So you're going to want to go out and purchase some yellow stones. Nice and simple. And then you can either place them where your solar plexus is, or you could just place them right in your pocket, or just as long as they're within your energetic field, they will be working for you. So let's start by first going over, I have this handy little kit here that has 3 stones for each chakra. Now the stone is the same stone, it's just 3 different forms of that stone. So your first one is going to be your root chakra, which again is red and located at your tailbone. And as you can see here, this is red jasper. And your first stone is going to just have the chakra symbol right on it. It's flat, it's a palm stone. Great for holding, for simply for keeping it right on the chakra, whatever you want to do. Or you could just put it right into a pocket in a bag. Next is your tumbled version, right like that. Also red jasper. All of these are red jasper, just different forms. And then lastly is your natural red jasper, your raw red jasper, not tumbled or anything. So I would recommend that if you're going to place them in a pocket, you place them in a stone pouch, and you always use a tumbled form, because these tumbled forms, they're nice and smooth, they're not going to break, crack, they're not going to get damaged by being put in your pocket, and you're not going to wind up with a bunch of stone dust in your pocket. And your favorite stone isn't going to go and break on you because you're putting raw stones in your pocket. Alright, so next is your orange, which is going to be your sacral, and that's right here, as you can see, right there, sacral chakra. We've got our sacral chakra stone, we've got our tumbled version, and we've got our raw version. And this is going to be carnelian. Carnelian is great for the sacral. Next is your solar plexus, and as I said before, that's your yellow chakra. And as you can see, we have our yellow stones here. These are citrine. See that? It's got your symbol. You've got your tumbled version. And then you've got your raw version. Now, be extra cautious when purchasing citrine online. Most citrine sold around the world is actually just heat-treated amethyst, which has very similar properties. However, it's not the same as a natural citrine stone would be. So when you're purchasing it, you just kind of want to get to know what citrine actually looks like before going and purchasing a set. Alright, next up is going to be your heart chakra. And if you remember correctly, that is green, as you can see. And this is green aventurine. You have your heart chakra symbol right there. You've got your tumbled version right there. And then you've got your raw version. Now, as you can see, the difference in the tumbled and the raw is quite noticeable sometimes. And again, as I said, the tumbled versions are always best for the pocket and carrying along with you whenever you want to go, pocket, purse, wallet, whatever you want to put it in. Even if you want to just put it in your car and have it sit there, I would recommend the tumbled version. Alright, now we're on to our throat chakra. Now in this set, they put the throat chakra as lapis lazuli. Now I prefer lapis for my third eye, but this set has it in the throat. It's fine, it's blue, it does what it needs to do. Here is your symbol, and again this is a palm stone. Here is your tumbled version, and lastly your raw version. And you can just place that right on your throat when you're meditating. Meditating with the stones will get you to kind of understand what those stones are going to do. So I would recommend taking one stone, if you want a particular chakra you think you need to work on, if there's an area in your body that you're just feeling kind of off, take that stone, let's say it's your lapis, because that's one of my favorite stones, take it and just meditate with it. Hold it in your hand, meditate for 5 minutes, and feel the energy that's coming out of that stone. You will feel something, and I would definitely recommend doing this for 5 to 30 minutes each day. 5 minutes if you're new to meditating, 30 if you're more advanced, and then do that for four consecutive days. You can do 3 if that's not, 4 is not going to work for you, but 4 days would definitely give you an insight as to what this stone has to offer you personally. And when you meditate, you're going to want to journal afterwards for those 3 or 4 days. Anything that might seem like a clue or a sign or something, just journal it right down. Even if you think it has nothing to do with anything, it probably does, so just journal it. Next up, you have your third eye, and for this set they have that as your quartz. Quartz is great. It's piezoelectric. It works wonderfully for generating energies and for transforming negative into positive. It's just an all-around great stone for all the chakras, but in this set they particularly made it for the third eye. And there's your tumbled version. And lastly, your raw version. And last but not least, also one of my favorite stones here is for our crown chakra, and that is your purple, your violet color, and of course that is going to be amethyst. Amethyst is great for connecting with your higher powers and your higher sources and kind of getting to know your highest self. So there's your tumbled, and here is your raw. Now this is New Druzy, so it's not going to have the crystalline that you're used to seeing on amethyst. This is actually, as you can see, it's a little sparkly, but it's a raw stone. And that is it for your quick and easy lesson on the stones and chakras.